Hello everyone, my name is Christopher Keller, and today I'll be talking about my teaching of listening skills. On to the student profile. She is a grade 4 student, she's 11 years old, and she's at the beginner level of English. Her name is Rania. On to my objectives. By the end of this lesson, students will be able to complete gap-fill sentences of Your Song lyrics by Elton John. On the right side, you will see the worksheet that I'll be using in my lesson. Now, what will I be focusing on? I'll be focusing on remembering, understanding, and applying. These three make up the low order of thinking of Bloom taxonomy. On to my teaching approach. It will be a mix of bottom-up and top-down approaches. For my pre-teaching, I'll be using the top-down approach, as I will try to activate the prior knowledge of my students. Whilst teaching, I'll be using a bottom-up kind of approach to be more effective, I would say, as I will be giving materials to my students and having them build on it throughout the lesson, and then having it conclude with them doing the activity of filling in a gap sentence in a song lyric sheet. Then for post-teaching, I'll be having a review session where I'll be asking about how they feel, what were their impressions, and what are their suggestions for my lesson. On to my pre-teaching. Again, I'll be focusing on activating prior knowledge in a top-down teaching method. This consists of two activities. First one being my introduction, and the second one being a mini game where my students will match words with pictures. Here's my introduction.
Hello, Rania.
Hello, teacher Chris.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay. Today you will be learning about a listening class.
Okay.
Now, in this video, I briefly said hello and basically introduced the class to Rania. Now, here's the minigame.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Behind you are the words. You have 10 seconds. When I say go, start. 3, 2, 1, go.
Please excuse me as I have to quicken the video.
See your score.
Good.
As we can see in the video, Rania has completed all of the objectives, which was to match every word to the pictures. And as in the video we can see, she's done so excellently. Now, whilst teaching, I will be teaching the materials in a bottom-up approach. This consists of 4 activities. The first one being listening and imitating word pronunciation. Then it goes to identifying the words being spoken, writing down the dictated words, and then finally, fill in the gap activities. Now, you can see in my PPT slide that some of my words are bolted. Imitating, identifying, writing down the dictated words, and filling the gap activity, all are included in order thinking. But the first 3 are within the realm of understanding and remembering, while filling the gap is within the realm of applying. Here's listening and imitating word pronunciation.
Now, please look here. I will say these words, and then you say them after me. Money.
Money.
Song.
Song.
Boy.
Boy.
As you can see in the video, I pointed to each word and also explained how I will be giving out this instruction to Rania. And then Rania herself has successfully listened to my words and imitated the pronunciation. On to identifying the words
Okay, now I will say a word. You point to the word, okay?
Okay.
Money. Man. Everybody.
We can see in the video that Rania has successfully listened to my words and identified each word by pointing to it on the whiteboard. On to writing down the dictated words.
Number 1. Boy. That is correct.
As we can see in the video, Rania has been also successful in listening to the words spoken to her and writing it down correctly with the correct spelling, and then showing it to me to be sure that she is correct and has not made any mistakes. Now on to the fill-in-gap activity.
Rania, are you ready for the next activity?
Yeah, I'm right.
Okay. Now, the next activity we will do is you will listen to a song, and I will give you this worksheet. It has
21
gaps or empty spots between words. These are all words we have learned today.
And in this video, you can see that I've explained to her what the fill-in-gap activity will actually entail, and also shown to the camera what the worksheet looks like. Now for the actual activity.
Now, I will help you a little bit by playing the first part of the song 2 times. While you're listening to the song, fill this in. Don't fill it in after the song, you will be very confused. When the song is playing, fill it in. The answers are here, okay?
Okay.
Cool. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy.
In the video, we can see that I've helped Rania a bit by displaying the words on the table that will be included inside the fill-in-gap sentence, and also given the audio in segments to help her further. This is because Rania is still a beginner in English. Now here's the second part.
Now we will go to the second part, this part, all right? I will play the song continued, and you fill it in, okay?
Okay.
But then again, you know, for a man who makes motions and traveling slow, no, it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, yeah. This one's for you.
You can see here that Rania has done excellently, as the audio has also been segmented into several parts. This has allowed Rania to do the activity smoothly. Now, as for my post-teaching, there are 3 things, or 3 activities within it. Reviewing the parts she finds the most difficult, reviewing her favorite activity, and reviewing her suggestions for my class. Here is reviewing the most difficult part.
Menurutmu, bagian yang paling susah dari pelajaran hari ini apa?
Waktu disuruh ngisi bagian yang kosong dari lagu.
Itu yang paling susah.
Iya, itu yang paling susah.
As you can see in the video, Rania has just admitted to that the fill-in-the-gap sentence part was the most difficult activity, as it does challenge all the things that she's learned today, from her remembering to her understanding, to her having to apply it to the worksheet. Now, on to her favorite activity.
Bagian kamu paling suka yang mana?
Bagian waktu disuruh nunjuk tulisan setelah teacher Chris ngomong.
Jadi game tadi ya?
Ya,
Suka.
suka.
As you can see in the video, Rania has just also admitted that identifying the words as she's spoken the words too, and pointing them out on the whiteboard is her favorite activity. On to the suggestion from her.
Tadi kan aku tadi muter lagunya 2 kali. Nah, itu sudah cukup atau nanti masa depan kamu mau 3 kali, 4 kali, 100 kali?
Ya, aku pengen lebih dari 2 kali sih. Soalnya sulit banget kan inget-inget ya.
Nanti, kalau gitu berapa kali menurutmu yang paling pas?
3 kali atau.
And Rania has just admitted that playing the audio twice would not be really enough, and a more appropriate amount of times would be 3 times. To conclude, the student enjoys the session overall, interactive games are favored, applying acquired listening skills in a new setting requires time and repetition, and listening material, such as a song, needs to be repeated at least 3 times for beginners. That's all for my lesson. Thank you for listening.